Welcome back, you lovely lot, to another GCN indoor training session. Thank you so much for clicking on this session and choosing to work out with us today. We've got a lovely 30-minute session lined up for you today. We've got lots of work, we've got lots of hard efforts coming up. So buckle into this warm-up and let's get pedaling. And as usual, if you've done these sessions before, we're going to start off with a nice little warm-up, then we're going to get into the main set. So get on those bikes, start turning your legs nice and easy. Currently at a 2 out of 10. So like a walk in the park. Spin the legs. In your easiest gear, we are going to be doing a bit of a progressive warm-up, so we're going to get a little bit harder as the minutes go on, just to get our bodies nice and warmed up, get that heart rate up, so we're ready to hit these first efforts with everything we've got. In 3, 2, 1. Add a few more gears, rev up those pedals a bit more, add a bit more cadence. Good work. And as usual, we've got our lovely guests joining us, motivated as ever. Give us a wave, everybody. All pumped and ready for the session. Hopefully seeing us in the GCN Pain Cave is going to motivate you to pedal just that little bit harder, because it definitely motivates us knowing that you guys at home are doing this session along with us too. And all our legs are going to be hurting together. Going to sit here for another minute and 20, and then we're going to take it up to a level 6, and that's kind of going to be the end of our warm-up before we have a little mini rest, and then we're going to get into the block of work. So there's quite a big block of work. We haven't got much rest, but we do go down to a level 3 on our perceived exertion, which isn't total rest. You are still putting a bit of pressure on those pedals. The rest of the time we are going to be working quite hard, but it's good to do a big block like this at lots of different intensities. Just kind of imagine it as if you're on a long rolling road where there's constant little accelerations that you have to do to get over that little hill. That's kind of what this session is trying to do. 30 more seconds here before we take it up to a level 6. And as always, make sure you've got a bottle of water, you've got your towel, got a window open, got the fan on, because things are about to get very sweaty. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's add a few more gears. We're up to a level 6 now for 1 minute. So press on those pedals. Get that heart rate up. Get those legs going. If you feel like you need to give a little bit more, if you're not quite warmed up enough, add a few more gears. Should be a little bit out of breath now. Your heart rate should be high. Blood should be moving around your body nicely. Good work. Keep on those pedals. 20 seconds to go. Eke a little bit more out just so we're really warmed up. Good work. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back to a level 3 now. Just going to sit here for 2 minutes. Still turning the legs, still putting quite a bit of pressure through those pedals. Our first effort is going to be a minute and a half at 8 out of 10. So we're going in there with a bang. This is going to be our first effort. First efforts should always feel quite comfortable. If you were to repeat this level 8 at the end of the session, it's going to feel completely different, because you're going to have all that fatigue built up in your legs. But that's the whole aim of the session, is to hit your legs and get you fitter, faster and stronger. So we're not getting much rest at all in this session. Kind of working above threshold, below threshold, A little bit in the middle, and then we're easing off the pedals to a number 3, which is kind of the intensity you're at now. This is the easiest the whole session is going to get. So Katie, we're going in at an effort level 8. Can you explain to us how that should feel?
So, for me, I think of the 8, like you're not going full gas, but then it's all very like personal. I think like, yeah, so what is it, 1.5 minutes we're doing? So just gonna think like 1.5 minutes, going pretty hard, not gonna be absolutely dead by the end, like we're gonna think about the rest of the session that we've got as well coming up. Like everyone's powers is different as well, so it's just 8 out of 10 really.
8 out of 10.
It's
Simple.
pretty tough though, it will be tough.
It will be, especially when we get to those last few efforts. But in 5 seconds, we're gonna go for our first effort, so get those gears ready. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Up to a level 8. Rev it up, get out the saddle if you want. Get on top of those pedals as quickly as you can, and settle into that rhythm of an 8. Don't get too carried away, especially if you've got fresh legs, if you're feeling good. It can be so easy to go full gas out the blocks. Just settle into it nicely. Good work. Keep a nice position on the bike, all that power out through the pedals. And great positions in the GCN pain cave, so try and copy the guys here. Good work. Legs might start to burn in this last 30 seconds now, but keep on top of it. Good job. Let's go all the way. "20 seconds to go. "10 seconds. In 5 seconds, we're going to go back to a level 5 in 3, 2, 1. Sit back at a level 5. Ease off those pedals ever so slightly. Let that gear catch up with you. Good job. Settle into this one now. After that level 8, your legs might be a little bit sore. Might start to catch up with you, but push through it. We are going to be going to a level 3 after this, so we'll be getting slightly easier. We're going to be sat there for 2 minutes. As always, feel free to pop out the saddle, pedal a little bit gently, have a little shimmy around, sit back down, get back into it. "30 seconds. Keep on top of that power, keep a nice cadence, smooth pedaling technique. Good job. "10 seconds to go now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to a level 3. Going to be sitting here for 2 minutes now. Good work. Katie, whilst we're sat here, hit us with the best day you've ever had on a bike.
Say that again, sorry.
The best day you've ever had on a bike.
Oh.
Too many to choose from.
Probably, if I'm thinking top of my head, probably my first women's tour of Britain I finished. That last stage was just such like an accomplishment after a hard week. Yeah, that was probably one of the top days, especially race days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as well in the UK, it just Especially it being a home race, it just kind of hits a little bit different, doesn't it?
Yeah, oh, it's so special, isn't it?
Did you have like your family and friends out watching you?
Yeah. And the last one I did, the last stage was on my home training roads, so just like, it's really cool.
All that suffering that you've done on those roads paid off.
Literally.
To be racing one of the biggest races in the women's calendar.
Yeah.
Nice. We've got 35 more seconds here. Keep on those pedals. It's just a 3, but we still want to be adding a bit of resistance. Nothing too easy. We are going to be working our way back up now. So we can go back to that level 5 and then back to the 8. It's kind of like a mini pyramid. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage a few more gears. Push back up to that level 5. I'm so glad I've got this fan on full today because it's hot. Good work. Again, use this first bit of the effort to find your pace and sit and try and hold. Don't let that power drop. Nice, consistent, even power. Remember to keep hydrated, keep sipping on that water. $30 more seconds here now. And we're jumping back up into that red zone. In 10 seconds, let's jump out the saddle for the first bit. Are we ready? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out the saddle, 10 seconds at 8. Just to get you up to speed, keep you awake. And sit back down, drive it. 1:20 to go. Drive it all the way, effort level 8. This one's gonna feel a little bit harder than that first one now. Good work. Going back to the effort level 3 after this. Push through it as best as you can. Should be quite out of breath now. Getting a sweat on. Keep a nice cadence. Nearly there, come on. 30 seconds, up, up, up. Jump out the saddle like Morgan if you need to. Get that pedal revs going back up to speed. 20 seconds. 15. All the way now, come on. Keep pushing. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Back to that level 3. Keep that resistance. Don't let the pedal stop. Good work. Slightly easier gear now. We'll stay on top of it. We've got another minute here now before we move on to our next effort. And we will be jumping back into that red zone this time. Straight back into it like a little sandwich of rest in the middle that we're at now. Before we get back to that red zone, that effort level of 8. This next one is going to feel quite tough, but just push through the pain. This is why we're here, to embrace the pain, to make ourselves better on the bike. Makes ourselves fitter. 30 seconds. We'll be here for another minute and a half, so let's pop out of that saddle again. The first 10 seconds. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Up, 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 up. Get up to speed. Good work. Minute and a half here now. All right, you should be up to speed. Let's sit down, drive it, settle into it. Good work. Good job, everyone. Everyone's looking super strong in the GCN pain cave. Few pain faces out there. Flying through this session, well over halfway now. Getting it done. Keep on top of it. 40 seconds to go. Come on, up, 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 up. If you feel like the power's dropping off, do a little surge out the saddle. Add a bit more pressure to the pedals. Get back on top of it. Should be dripping with sweat by this point. Should be breathing hard. Heart rate should be high. Giving it everything you've got. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to an effort level of 5 now. Let's ease off that tiniest bit of will. Come and bite. Keep pushing on those pedals. Try and take some deep breaths. No rest for the wicked in the GCN pain cave today. It's going to get that slightly bit easier as we go back to an effort level 3 after this. Let's concentrate on this effort level of 5. Legs should be hurting by now, but don't let that bother you. Push through the pain. Good work. "30 seconds to go now. Come on, push all the way. "20. "10 seconds. Keep pushing. Don't stop until I say 3, 2, 1. Back to an effort level 3. So ease up, get in that little ring. Maybe midway down the block, keep those pedals turning. Keep a little bit of resistance on. Don't want to ease up too much. We're only sat here for a minute before we move on to our next effort. We are going to be going up into that red zone again of an effort level of 9. So pushing the boat out even more with another big explosive effort. So this is pretty maximum at this point. Everything that you've got in this next effort, please. Are we ready? 5 seconds to go. Let's get ready. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Up at the saddle if you want. Effort level of 9. Everything you've got. Come on. Up, 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 up. No point showing up to these sessions if you're not going to give everything you've got. Good work. Lift that RPM. Get those legs turning. then hold that effort. Good work. This one's hard. Keep pushing through this last minute now. Come on, up, 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 up. This one is tough. Make those legs hurt a little bit more. Embrace the pain. It's all going to be done very soon. Nearly there, 20 seconds to go. Push all the way. Come on, up, 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 up. Keep going. Everything you've got now. This effort should be pretty maximum. Nearly at the end. You can see the finish line. Going to drop back to an effort level of 6 in 3, in 2, in 1. Back down to a 6. Still putting a lot of pressure through those pedals. Woo! Good work. Nicely done. Settle into this one. Your legs are probably telling you to stop and push through it. Good work. Sit here for just over another minute now. Then we're going to drop it back. Good work. Keep on it, up, up, up. Now usually a 6 would feel quite comfortable, but after all those efforts it's probably biting quite a lot. I know my legs are pretty sore. They're wanting to go a lot easier than I'm pedaling, but don't let them. Within the last 8 minutes of this session now, so just give me everything that you've got. Got nothing else to prove today. Just get this done to the best of your ability. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Effort level of 3. Getting that little ring midway down the block. Keep turning those legs. Good work. We're only here for 20 more seconds, then we're ramping it back up. That was so nearly done now. Back to an effort level of 6. In 5, in 4, 3, 2, 1. More pressure on those pedals. Get them turning. Up, 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 up. It's going to be an effort just to get there now. But stay with us. Give us everything that you've got. Can't sit at level 6, sit at level 5. Get through the session. Do not quit it. Good work. Got our last real hard effort coming up, and then we're done. Stay with us, keep pushing. Effort level 6. Your body's starting to fatigue. You're probably rocking and rolling like I am, but try and stay nice and composed. Engage all those muscles. Focus on your body position on the bike. In 30 seconds, going back up to that red zone. A minute and a half in the red. Last bit. That's all we want from you is one last effort. Let's do it. 10 seconds. Let's jump out the saddle again. Start thinking about that gear. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up out the saddle. Everything you've got. Get up to speed. Come on. Up, 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 up. Let's go, guys. Come on. Sit back down, drive it all the way home now. Come on. This is the last 1.5 kilometers of a race. It's going to be a bunch sprint. Let's end on a high. Let's drive all the way home. Come on. This is it. This is everything you need to give today. Leave it all on the bike. Last minute, come on, up, up, up. Get on those drops. Get in your race mode. Get your game face on. Let all that anger out on the bike. Come on, let's get there. And the last 500 meters now. Come on, up, up, up. Everything that you've got. Every last watt, eke it out. Come on, up, up, up. Everything, get those game faces on. Get the pain faces out. Good work. Come on, more, more, more. Come on, last 10 seconds. Big old sprint. Let's get out the saddle for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're done. Back to effort level 1. Turn those legs in the easiest gear that you've got. What an effort. Whew. Well done for getting through that. Well done to all our guests in the GCN Pain Cave. That was some effort to end on. But give yourselves a big pat on the back for getting through that. If you can get through that, you can get through a lot of things. But now we're going to treat ourselves to a nice, easy pace of 1. Because I'm very out of breath. Let's hear from Katie. What did you think of that one?
That was a killer.
Do you hate me?
But like the best sort of pain you can get on the bike, like, yeah, I mean, I just didn't feel like those rest periods were particularly that resty.
Yeah.
Like, that effort level 5, it just keeps you like that resistance on the pedals. And then before you know it, you're just like going again. But I really enjoyed that actually.
Yeah?
I'll definitely be using that one again, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good short one to do, and because you're always constantly working hard, it absolutely flies by, doesn't it? But no, thank you so much for joining us all today. As I said at the start, it's so much easier getting through these hard efforts, knowing that we're all doing them together. We've got your motivation behind us, and hopefully we're all here motivating you as well. We've got just over 2 minutes left of the cool down. We're still at this effort level of 1. We are going to add a little bit more resistance just towards the end, just to flush out the legs. In 4, 3, 2, 1, add a bit more resistance. Click down a gear or 2. Not much, just so you're putting a bit of pressure through those pedals. Whew. That was some session. As always, make sure you take your time in this cool down. Cool down is just as important as the warm up. Your legs will thank you for doing this. Might not be as exciting as the hard efforts, but they are just as important. Spin down the legs. Legs will be sore tomorrow, but not as sore. But make sure to check out all our other videos that we have on the channel. And make sure to head over to GCN Plus as well if you fancy watching some of the races. We've got every single race under the sun on there at the moment. We've got mountain bike, cyclocross, road, track, BMX, literally anything that you're into. There's a race over there. Lots of women's racing as well, which is really exciting at the moment. And as well, we've got loads of documentaries to watch, which are great as well. If you're doing a long ride, you can pop this on, pop a documentary on whilst you're doing one of these sessions too. So plenty to choose from. But keep spinning those legs at the moment. Hopefully you're starting to feel a little bit more human. Your heart rate's starting to come down. 20 more seconds. But good job for making it through this session. Again, thank you to all our guests for joining us and putting up with me shouting at them for the whole session. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as we did, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one. We'll see you then.